What's going on, guys? Miller9 Gaming back here again, and then today I'm going to be showing you how to make stubs in MLB The Show 18. So the first method I'm going to show you is basically it's called flipping the market, and if you can get to the market in Diamond Dynasty, you can hit the pad in the middle of your controller, go to Community Market right here, and you can do it with this. Can go for players, equipment, basically everything you see right here. Basically, the first thing you want to do is let's just take let's pick a random player here. Let's say Chris Sale, for example. Go in, hit the buy sell options. You see that there's two columns, buy and a sell. And if you look at the sell prices over there, the highest one is 66,000. Okay, so let's say that you have. Let's just pretend for a second I have this. The amount of stubs that I would need to buy Chris Sale. Stubs is pretty much just the in-game currency you use them to buy players, stadiums, equipment for Road to the Show, sponsorships, pretty much anything that you need to buy in this game, you will use stubs to do it. So what you want to do is say, like I said, Chris Sale, for example. You see the top sell price is 66,000. So what you want to do is go in and create a buy order. And you want to make this, you can do it like, this depends on how you want to do it for increment wise. Like for example here, I'll just go up by one increment. You want to go and put this, put the buy now price or the buy order price for one stub or a couple stubs more than what the highest sell now price is. Actually, I'll go into a player that I can actually afford because I bought a couple players. And I just want to show you guys exactly what happens when you do that. Okay, let's just say Daniel Murphy, for example. Okay, so you go in and you see the highest sell price is 4,645. So you just go in, create a buy order, and we'll do 4,646. Then you finalize your order, and you'll see that your sell price is now the highest one in the right column. So if someone were to go in and just say someone else has Daniel Murphy, goes in and sells them, you're going to be the first one that gets this card. So once you get the card and say you go in, the way to check that out is if you go to Community Market once again and go over to My Orders and click on Active Orders, and you can see right here that I have a buy order put in for Daniel Murphy, and you'll know once you get it complete. So next time you go, say if you wanted to go check to see if it was the order went through, you can either go to completed orders. See, I already got them. That's pretty good that it happened like that. So I got Daniel Murphy, and you go back and let's find Daniel Murphy again, second baseman, and okay. So now, if you look at the buy price, the highest one is 5,393. So what you want to do is go over to the sell column, type in, or go to create sell order, and make this price one less than what the buy now price would be. So put finalize order, and if you look over here, mine's the top one. So if someone were to come in and say, I want Daniel Murphy, I don't want to put a buy order in, I don't want to wait on him, and they hit buy now, my card or your card will be the first one that goes. So once you do that, you're going to make, I mean, you depending on who the player is, you might make a couple thousand stubs, you might make a couple hundred stubs. But the way I always go about doing it is whenever you go look at the buy now prices and the sell now prices, you just want to look at which card has like the biggest gap between the buy now and sell now price. So like Jose Altuve would be a good one to do. Obviously, I don't have that many stubs. I did a lot of the exchanges for the programs. But if you look at Jose Altuve, it's close to 20 grand for the gap between the buy now and sell now. So you're going to make more stubs, obviously, flipping that card. So it's the same method I just showed you. If you go in and do that, you're going to make quite a bit. I mean, keep in mind though, whenever you do the buying and selling on the market, they take 10%. Basically, it's like a tax. It's like anything else in the world. Like it has a tax on it, which really it's not going to hurt you too much. You might lose a couple hundred, maybe like close to 1,000. But once you're that high up, flipping guys that cost this much, really isn't all that noticeable. So yeah, you can do that for players. You can do it for equipment, souvenirs, whatever you want. I haven't really went in and looked at the souvenirs a whole lot, like price wise for flipping. I haven't really done it at all this year. I did it last year a little bit, and you can make stubs pretty fast doing this method. The second method I want to show you, pretty much just go and vet. Like if you watch baseball, like you see what guys are performing very well. Say let's go in and just let's look at the outfielders. All right, let's say Nelson Cruz, for example, or Andrew McCutchen, doesn't really matter. Say you're watching his game, you see him, he's hitting home runs left and right, he's stealing bases, whatever. Every week they go in and they basically the developers go in and upgrade these cards to how they're doing, how they're performing in real life. So if you go in and invest in a card, when I do this, I usually do it with the cards that are a little bit cheaper because you want to buy a lot of them at a time. So let's say Jay Bruce hits 3 home runs in a game, or hits 2 home runs one day, 3 the next day, whatever. If you go in and do buy orders for a lot of him, his price is going to go up because his overall is going to go up. Once the overall goes up, price is going to go up. And the developers have no say at all in how the prices are on the market. The prices in the market are 100% just from the people that play the game. And if you go in and say, for example, I saw who was it? I'm trying to think. Slipped my mind. It's not important, but yeah, like I just said, if you go in and you see Domingo Santana, he has a good week or so, a good couple of games, and you go in and you buy like 15 of his cards. If you do it before the ratings come out, once the ratings come out, the prices are going to go up. Then you can go in and just do the same method I showed you before. Go in and sell that card. Say if you buy 10 of them, if you put 10 sell orders in, you're going to make quite a bit of stubs off that. So that's the easiest way to do it. Really, just flipping cards and investing in cards are the 2 best methods for making stubs. And if you get really into it, I mean, you can do this every day, and you can make hundreds of thousands, even millions of stubs doing this. I did it last year. I took the time once I had my team in order, and I wasn't really grinding missions anymore. It's kind of hard to do this when you're grinding missions and whatever, just because it takes a little bit of time if you want to really get into it and make a lot of stubs doing it. But I was going to show you guys a third method, but it doesn't really work this year as I did last year, so I'm not even going to bring it up. But yeah, so if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. If you do try this method out, let me know how it works out for you, because I'm kind of curious. Like I said, I haven't played the market really at all this year, just from what I just showed you guys right now. But all right, if you're watching, like and subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you guys later. Peace.